Good Memorial Day to you. I want to take a moment to give thanks for all of the military, both here and in the past, all branches of service, our police departments, our fire departments, our emergency responders, care flight, anybody you can think of. Folks, without those people, behind the scenes doing the things that most people don't want to do, but they love to do, and keeping us safe, our country safe, our children, our families, our homes, that's a big deal. And I hope you give thanks to them every day of the year. And I want to give special thanks and blessings from myself, my kids, my family, SteenSmokeHouse. Thank you so much, all of you. Today, I'm going to do something from my childhood again. I've never cooked this recipe, I just remember it, and I hope I can do it justice. There's a place, and may still be a place in Van Nuys, California, where I grew up. They serve kind of a high-end hamburger, and this is before the days of McDonald's and Burger King and all the other little not upstart, they're big deals, but this was a kind of unique place, and as far as I know, there's only one of them. And we used to go there on special occasions, and I'm gonna do my best to do that burger justice. So, in a moment, I'll lay out the ingredients for you, and we'll get busy. Here we have our ingredients for our cook today. This is 80-20 ground beef, 80% lean, 20% fat. We've got rye bread. We've got Kraft Thousand Island, which has no artificial flavors, no high fructose corn syrup, no synthetic colors. Onion, American cheese, onion soup mix, and our usual black pepper and kosher salt ground up together. Once I get the patties all mixed up and blended exactly the way I want them, I'll have the Weber being fired up. I'm going to use a ballistic griddle today. I want to thank Greg at Ballistic Barbecue. He's the one that first showed that on his channel, and I bought one immediately, and I've loved it. I've used it on steaks, I've used it on burgers, I've used it on all kinds of things. It's really pretty neat, and it's like one of those things that the more you use it, the better it gets, like an iron skillet or our big pit or any number of things. So, if you'll hang with me a minute or two more, we'll go on to the next step. When I bought these patties, they were perfectly round, 80-20 ground up beef, and as you can see, they're perfectly round. They're not going to stay that way for long. In order for me to blend them with our spices, I'm going to have to make them into a mess. So I'm going to do that right now. Yes, I've washed my hands. I've washed my hands, gosh, in an episode, probably the one yesterday, did 25 times. But anyway, I'm going to add our spices. I'm going to add salt and pepper first. I'm not measuring this real carefully. I just kind of know what it takes to cover it up. And just for fun, a little pit barrel seasoning just because I like it. And as a little, another element, like I say all the time. And I'm going to add onion soup mix. And this is going to give it the onion flavor that we want. I'm not adding the whole thing. Then I'm going to mix it all up with my fingers. Yes, it is all manner of fun. But when I get all done doing this, I'll come back with you after I shape the ground beef into burgers, and we'll go from there. Our two beef patties are ready. I put the onion soup mix in there. I put our mixture of kosher salt and pepper in there, and I put a little bit of pit barrel cooker seasoning in there. Mix them all up with my hand. Yes, I wash my hands many times in between this. Now, the Weber's out there getting fired up. I'm going to use the Camcorder iron grills to put a nice character on this, and then I'm going to finish them on the ballistic griddle. And that will give them a nice sear on both sides. And then we'll add a little fresh onion and melt some cheese on top. Pretty cool. That's about all we'll need for this. I'm gonna go ahead and take this outer edge off. It's got the skin that we're not gonna eat anyway. And then I'll dice them up to go on our project today. All right. Our burgers are very well cooked on the heat side of the grill. I'm going to pull the top off, rotate the grill, and put the ballistic griddle on to finish them off. That's some beautiful stuff, my friends. So I moved the lid so the air, or the vent side, is pointing toward us to direct the heat more at the ballistic griddle, so the ballistic griddle can come to temp and we can finish off our patty melt project. So our patty melts are on the ballistic griddle now, which is inside our Weber. I had them on the crate cord grills on the other side for probably 10 minutes or so, but now they're going to spend the rest of their time on the ballistic griddle and we'll finish this cook up. The ballistic griddle's done its job. I'm going to put a few fresh diced onions on there and then put cheese on there and let it melt just a little bit, then pull them off the Weber. And there's the finished product. I've got Thousand Island on our rye bread. I've got our two patties there and they've got onions underneath the cheese. I've got some little kind of like appetizers with onions, rye bread, a little cheese on the top. So I put the tomatoes there just for color, I couldn't resist. And the green stuff, that's just for color too. I'm gonna cut one of these up and let you know what it looks like. Here we go. It's done perfect. Everything cooked inside just the way I wanted it to. This is a delicious meal. These are patty melts, and I think they used a little less meat, as I remember as a kid, but gosh, thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe. Please share. These are so good. This is just your regular old 80-20 hamburger meat. It's cooked perfect. The rye bread with the onions and the spices we put in, it's really good. Please share and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching SteenSmokeHouse.